one thing people don't know is that we, this current generation fighting for Biafra liberation, we understood something that many people don't understand in the past. We understand that power, every power, is given by God. So why do you discriminate other power, whether evil or good? I want you to understand that this particular freedom we are fighting, if we do not push Nigeria out of our land, we will never have peace. Nobody ever thought of why the devil, why the Satan, or whatever it's called, why was Satan pushed from the heaven to earth? For peace to be in heaven, for peace to reign. Because if devil or Satan is still in heaven, according to Bible, do you think you'll be struggling to go to heaven today for Christians? You will not. Nigeria said it's going to be a London to what the heaven will look like. If devil is Satan is still there. So I want people to think towards this particular. So it is the same thing with Nigeria. Any time and any day you wake up in Biafra land and see there is still a presence of Nigeria in Biafra territory, there will never be peace. So we must chase Nigeria away, just the way God chased Satan from heaven. Back to where they come from. Everything Nigeria, we will remove them. Educational system will be removed. Even the religious, the way they worship in Nigeria, oh my God, you need to see our constitution. So what I'm saying is starting from the constitution of the Biafra, the United States of Biafra. So we need to chase Nigeria just like they chase Satan from heaven to wherever they belong to, for peace to reign and return in our land.
By show of hands, how many of us have ever clicked on the BLT website, on the government website? How many of us? Oh, that's encouraging. Madam Nen, I know you've done BLT. You're not raising your hands. Good. All right. So we have Honorable Amo Biene. He will talk about BLT. He will walk us through on the process of keying in that BLT. And I'm sure he will talk to us about the importance of your taxes. We call Honorable Ene to the stage.
Good afternoon, Biafrans. First of all, I want to greet our leader, Onyendu Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, because it's because of him that we are all here today. And when I say that, I mean because it's from Onyendu that our Obatobie came. And springing forth from our Obatobie comes all these Biafrans who are here today. So first we have to thank Onyendu for being Onyendu. Onyendu in our language explains everything. The leader. It's not just a leader, the chosen leader. So we thank Onyendu for making sure that we are here today. And of course, we thank the finisher. We have finished it, guys. It's no longer a story. The only story that is being told today is the story of how we survived all the tribulations from our own supposed friends and brothers. So So all we do now is to educate and encourage them because we believe that they have lost their path. Like Michael told us when he was being asked questions, we're not going to antagonize them at all time. Sometime we're going to call them together. Tell them the importance of what we're doing and why we have to do what we're doing. And all the cabinet members here, without all of you guys, it wouldn't be possible for all of us to sit here today. So I thank all the cabinet members. Because of time, I'm not going to call everybody's name. And each and every one Biafran here, those who are back home, our soldiers back home, the backbone of everything that we're doing. We thank our angels as they are fondly called. May Chukwu Okeabiama continue to be with them as they protect our land. Of course, my name is Amobi. Amobi Chukwu. I come before you today with a message of unity, hope, and responsibility. At the heart of our shared dreams, the liberation of Biafra. I believe that's the dream we all share, and that's why we're gathered here today. Our journey filled with sacrifice and resilience calls for a new kind of action, driven by a collective strength, resources, and unwavering commitment to our freedom. The concept of the Biafran Liberation Tax, fondly called BLT, is a call for collective responsibility in support of the socio-economic and political aspiration of Biafrans. The initiative aims to unite individuals under a common purpose, the development, liberation, and self-sustainability of all Biafrans. This presentation outlines the need and the reward and the processes of contributing to the Biafran Liberation Tax. It serves as an educational guide to empower every Biafran to take active role in shaping our future. This is a role we all have to embrace, guys. I know we all here already did. So we're talking to our brothers and our sisters who are going to be watching us live. As long as you have Biafran blood running in you, we are speaking to you today because we're calling you to this shared responsibility that we all have. Biafran's struggle for independence began in the late 1960s. Driven by the political, economic, and social marginalization within Nigeria. The declaration of the Republic of Biafra in 1967 symbolized the determination of its people to fight for freedom and justice. The Nigerian Civil War, 1967 to 70, led to immense suffering, including famine and loss of over 5 million lives, of which 3 million were children starved to death. I need you to think about that as you're coming out from lunch. I need everybody who is listening to us today, if you're sitting by your system, by your TV and listening to us today, or watching this program at any time, just imagine the starvation of 3 million children. Let this resonate with you when you're clicking on the link for the BLT, so that when you're giving to the Biafran people, you will give to us that which will cost you a thing. Because for Biafra, we are ready to do everything and anything. Although the war ended, Biafrans have continued to face political exclusion and economic challenges, keeping the dream of our liberation alive. That's what they don't understand. When you oppress us, you fuel our desire to be free. Because we were created free, isn't it, guys? We were all created free. Today, millions of Biafrans worldwide remain united by a shared history of resilience and hope. The Biafran Liberation Tax is a step towards fulfilling this long-standing vision, honoring past sacrifices, and building a future of Biafra and self-resilience. Now, when you're paying all this, when you're making all this payment, you should always know and have in the back of your mind why you're doing all of this. You're not just doing it because you want to give some government your money, but you're doing it for some certain reasons. Advocacy and diplomacy. This will support efforts to gain international recognition and advocate for Biafran rights. Now, just like Michael said, I'm going to point again. We need more Elias on our side. We need more of Elias on every side that Biafrans are. Because with more of Elias, oh my goodness, the whole world will speak, listen, eat, and dream Biafra. Because Elias, our friend, has done a great job in making sure that our dreams, our voices are heard. It shouldn't only be heard in Washington, D.C., but in every corner where Biafrans exist. Just like the CEOs took all the trips she took, when we have more of Elias by your contribution, which will help us achieve that dream, it will be a walkthrough whenever we make any step towards this liberation. Self-reliance. This will reduce dependence on external support and ensuring sustainability of our initiative. Most importantly, ensuring that our army have everything they need to protect and defend our motherland. Without your support, we can't do this. Now, when we talk about shared responsibility, I want us all to come with me. Shared responsibility strengthens unity. When there is shared responsibility amongst brothers, there is unity because you're working towards same purpose. Imagine if 500,000 Biafrans in the United States, which of course has over 2.5 million Biafrans, each sacrifice $5, the cost of a coffee, in one day, just $5. This simple act could raise 2.5 million ejema in a week. We have the number, we have the population, and we must use what we have. When we were sent on exile in different countries in the world, this was the reason why Okika Abiyama made it possible for us to succeed wherever we are. Multiply this effort across Canada, Europe, and all the parts of the world where Biafrans, of course, live, and the potential becomes monumental. Just as tax funds the progress of nations worldwide, the liberation tax will fund our quest for freedom, development, and self-sufficiency. Now, don't think there is no reward to your contributions. The rewards comes in different phases and forms. The cost of liberation is high, yes, we know, but the reward is immeasurable. By paying your liberation tax, you're not just funding the fight. You are investing in the future of Biafra, that Biafra that you and I speak of, that heaven on earth. That is where you're putting your investment. Like the taxpayers in the church, the offerings in the church, your contribution makes it easy for your government to be able to achieve the dreams that they have for our dear nation, Biafra. You are investing in the future of Biafra, my people. A free Biafra means self-governance, dignity, and the ability to shape our destiny as a people. When you make these contributions, when we are able to do what we are supposed to do, we will make the decisions that pertains and concerns the people of Biafra, all by ourselves. When we contribute, we also show the world that Biafrans are united and determined. Remember, it is a shared interest. It's a shared goal that we are all putting together. So we are giving the world that picture of the Biafra that we have always all known. Our collective actions demonstrate that even the smallest contributions, I made mention of $5. Onyendu once told us in the United States to make a contribution of $1 each. That's because he knows the population of our people. I am just lucky to be the servant of Onyendu and the servant of the Biafran people. So I will always make reference to what my leader has said, so that if you don't listen to me, you can listen to Onyendu. The Igbo saying, "Anyị nyukoma milionu." Thank you very much. Ndị be anyị, my people, it is time for us to nyukola milionu. If I'm not going to eziokwu, it is the simple truth. We can do everything we are doing, but the most important thing we are going to do is our collective action. Our collective action in funding, not just in speaking. It will give us, and it will get us faster to where we're going. Unfortunately for our enemies, we're already in Biafra. So what we are doing now is pushing towards everything that is going to get us a final homestay for our mass exodus 2024. Oh yes, 2025. That is Otunwa, that is my brother on X, and everywhere we go. And it's not just about these rewards that you see. Personally, by contributing to the BLT, you become a part of history and contribute to a noble cause. Who doesn't like noble cause? This is the dream people have dreamt all their lives, and no cause like this came their way. You and I are lucky to be here today. But to our brothers and sisters who will be listening and watching us live, or watching this program anytime in the future, it is your turn to join in this noble cause. It is a dream far too long, and this dream has got to come to a fruition. It is our time to let the world know. You can never cover the sun, no matter what you do. You don't only contribute to a noble cause, but you gain the sense of ownership in the development of a liberated United States of Biafra. You know, that's a big legacy. I'm sure every one of us would like to be a part of this legacy. You know? Be remembered as a key player in the liberation and development of Biafra. As part of the people that made this dream come true, I am Obi and I want to be a part of the people that will be remembered when I am gone, that I was a part of those who brought their heaven on earth. Because our children and our children's children will definitely live in heaven on earth. Imagine telling the next generation that you played a pivotal role in the realization of a successful and sustainable Biafra. Just close your eyes for a second and imagine that. Imagine that when we are gone, my dear sister Joy Irobi, that our people who don't even know you, who don't even know what a great woman you were, can still hear the story of what you've done. each and every one of us here. And you who is listening to us and who is going to be a part of this Biafran liberation tax, imagine for a second that people will be talking about what you've done for them without even knowing your name. You know, it's a chance everybody has to take, you know? And there are channels to making this payment, utilizing our secured website to make this contribution, which is the Biafran liberation tax. You know, we have the weekly, we have the monthly. I believe it's showing on your screen. Once you click on the weekly, for instance, you click on the weekly, what you're going to get is something like this. You select a price. Do not give Biafra what will not cost you a thing. In as much as we ask you for $5, if you have more than $5, endeavor to give it to Biafra. Endeavor to give it to Biafra because that's all we need. We have the Biafran Liberation Coin. That you have already seen, and once you get into that, I'm sure, if you're watching this program, if you're going to watch it, you will be able to know how to click and be able to join. If you have a bank card, it means you're able to log in and just make a mini donation and keep it consistent. Don't go for a single donation, no. Give us a consistent donation. We have the Biafran coin, you know? The Biafran coin is a digital currency that can be used to pay BLT equally, especially for our people back home. Our people back home are already using the Biafran coin to carry out transactions. You go to the X, you will see people buying different stuffs in their market, especially those who don't want to be known. The Biafran coin serves as a pathway for you to be able to connect yourself towards our funding. Now, all of the Biafran liberation tax, you can keep it to yourself. Nobody has to know. Just keep your receipt as proof if the need be for you to bring out a proof. It also serves, the Biafran coin, serves as an investment vehicle and a means of conducting economic transactions, aligning with the global shift towards digital economies. We should also know the Biafran liberation tax is more than just a financial contribution. Now, this Biafran liberation tax is very dear to me. I believe it's very dear to our army, to those who protect your fathers, your mothers, and every living thing in Biafra land. This liberation tax is channeled towards making sure that our army is funded. The Biafran liberation tax, it is a testament to our unity, reliance, and a shared vision for a prosperous future. Every Biafran has a role to play. Like I said earlier, if you're a Biafran, you have to pay your taxes. By contributing, you're building a self-reliant and a thriving nation. You're honoring the sacrifice of those who came before us. See, we're talking about people who came before us. Because they did a great job, we will always remember them. If you don't have your boots on ground, this will be a pathway for you to be a part of this liberation. Investing in the legacy of a free, prosperous Biafra, which I believe is all we want to do. Let's come together and make this dream a reality. The road to liberation and development requires collective effort. The Biafran liberation tax is a vital step in realizing our goals. Through unity, transparency, and dedication, we can achieve the future we envisage for Biafrans. Brothers and sisters, the time to act is now. Now, not tomorrow. If you're listening to us live, go on the website and get along with the Biafran liberation tax. The time is now. We are already in Biafra. Our journey to liberation requires all of us to play our part. Grassroots funding is our own way of standing together and showing the world that Biafrans cannot be silenced. Through the liberation tax, we can build a future of Biafra, of freedom, dignity, and resilience. Let's take this opportunity to contribute, to unite, and to fight for the land we call home. May the spirit of Biafra guide us all towards victory in our quest, and may God bless us all, bless our PM, bless our Onyendu, and may God bless the United States of Biafra. Thank you all.